All right, video one complete, mostly just talking. Now we're getting to the fun part. So we're gonna take our ash, sprinkle it in. Now we've got enough in there. The rest is gonna go in our bin. I can't get my hand in there. I don't wanna use my scissors. Ooh, I got a Sharpie. There we go. But yeah, this stuff can change the alkalinity of the soil a little bit, but I'm not too worried about that. I mostly just want to make sure that my plants are only getting the best energy. So we're gonna take that and mix it in. There's probably a little bit more in here than there is in there, but you know, that's okay. Basically what happens is when I dump this stuff out, I wait for it to dry out in a different container. Like I'm gonna put this in a trash bag or something and leave it open in my kitchen and just let it air dry. And then once it's like dry and dusty again, that's when I'm gonna pour it back in. Once I know everything that needed to die is dead. You know, microorganisms or whatever. I don't really have bugs in there, but you never know. Some of them are fucking microscopic and shit. But anyway, I need to grab a container. Right, I got a trash can. It's a new bag. So that's where our new soil, or our old soil, is going to chill. So we've got our new container and our old container. And basically, you want to grab the stem. And basically what I do is I put my hand flat over top of the pot and I like do this a little bit on the bottom just to loosen it up, and then I flip it over on top of the trash can so that I wind up with just the plant life mass. Like so. Like that. And you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and flip it over here. Because this is an example, you know, I might as well just do it over the table. I'm gonna have to vacuum anyway. But the idea is that you would just kind of loosely scrape away here. Controlled demolition of what was. Start uncovering the roots. Oops. Don't want to get our old soil in with our new soil. Here. That's probably a better idea, right? We're just massaging it gently, not too much pressure, because we don't want to stress the guy out. He's been through a lot. This has been one hell of a journey. Just carefully massaging. You can see our roots starting to come out. And white oaks notoriously have giant root systems. I'm actually really surprised that this isn't a lot bigger right now. I expected it to go down all the way to the bottom and then bounce around and turn into a ring. But maybe the root mass is concentrated towards the top here. Okay, come on baby, there you go. There you go, let it all out. And I'm gonna go ahead and water them afterwards because you don't want air pockets in the soil. These aren't really full-fledged bonsai yet. They're old enough to be bonsai. It's about 2 years. That's when you start styling usually. But these guys have had some unforeseen challenges, so it might be a little bit longer before they can achieve bonsai state. It's like Super Saiyan, you know, you gotta get there when you get there. All right, so we've got the main root here. It looks like that's where the acorn was. What's really funny is when this guy was a baby, his acorn detached prematurely. So he lost his nutrition source before he was supposed to. He had to grow just with his baby roots. We're gonna cut it right about here. We don't need a giant root ball, but we do want a little bit. I think I'm actually gonna get rid of this one here because I don't want any surface roots. We want an even root ball. I think, yeah, I'll get rid of that one too. So we're just gonna leave it like that. It's enough roots because when we put it flat, it's gonna spread out like that, right? And it's gonna make like a flat plane. And then as the bonsai gets older, we're going to keep that root system as flat as possible like that so that we can transfer it into a flat dish. But I actually might need some more dirt here. Soil. So now we're going to get ourselves a nice little hole here. Hey, cat, go away. Leave it alone. She sniffed something she wasn't supposed to. That sneezes. We're gonna want to make sure he stays centered. Zen. I'm just gonna handful it. I should have grabbed like a cup or something so I could scoop. Oh, I got the martini glass. I think it's pretty fucking funny that like the only cups I have left are martini glasses. I used to have cups. I don't really use them anymore though. Like, I don't know. I just don't. I drink out of a water bottle like all the time. It's the only thing I use. It's kind of like not as centered as I wanted to, but the root system wasn't exactly even in a circle. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and leave it like this, even though the plant isn't really in the center of the pot. And then next time we do a repotting, I'm gonna go ahead and alter it a little bit more. Trim it a little bit on one side so we get a more circular root system. And we want to leave a little bit of a lip there just because we're gonna have water that needs to pool in there before it like goes down. We have a really good drainage system in our soil because of the perlite and the coconut husk. So we don't really have to worry about it taking too long to go through, but we still want it to be able to sit on top a little bit before it travels through. I mean, I bottom water a lot too, so it really just depends on how you decide to water your plant. But we're gonna call this guy done, and then we're gonna put him over here. Get in there. Look at that. Plant haircut. He's kind of like tilted now. I might have to, he was growing straight before. I might have to like put up a stick or something, prop him up, keep him growing straight. He's got a lot of weight from the leaves right now. Ooh. Sorry, just a little cleanup. Might just take a second and we'll start the next video after I finish this. This is gonna be a three-parter. I thought it was just gonna be two. I really want to try a root over rock thing. Basically, you put like, I saw somebody put like a Goku statue like down under the soil, and then when they put the plant in, the plant rooted over the statue, and then they slowly removed the earth and moved the statue up out of the ground to create like the regular roots, not the sensitive roots. Once they like hit oxygen, they start growing bark and shit. So like, I don't know, that was a pretty cool idea. I think it'd be pretty neat to have like a statue or something growing underneath the roots of the plant. It's all concept right now, but I've got time, you know? So we're gonna go ahead and change his soil first, and then we're gonna do the trimming just afterwards. And I hope he takes it well, because I've never actually clipped anything off of the holly before. Well, I guess she, it's a girl. Males don't have the red fruits. These guys produce fruit. It was so strange because when I first got the holly, before it even rooted out like that, it was already trying to grow fruit.